Okay, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do the tiny stars stitch in Tunisian crochet. Now, there's lots of different variations of the star stitch, and so this is specifically the one that's used in the Bliss Sampler blanket. So you're going to start off with your foundation row, which you need to have a multiple of 3 plus 2. So I'm starting off with 14 here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my yarn and my hook, and I'm going to TSS 3 together, or Tunisian simple stitch 3 together. So I'm going to insert my hook under 3 front vertical bars, and then I'm going to pull up a loop. And I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook back through those 3 bars again as a TSS and pull up a loop. That completes one tiny star stitch. So these 3 loops we've added to the hook replace the 3 vertical bars we had down here. So I'm going to do that again. Under 3 front vertical bars, yarn over, and then under those 3 vertical bars again, and pull up a loop. So again, there's lots of variations. Sometimes people put TSSs or Tunisian simple stitches in between the stars. You can do whatever the pattern calls for. For the blanket, it calls for you to do the stars all the way across the row. So that's what I'm doing. Just repeating it across the row. And you should have just your last Tunisian stitch or your Tunisian edge stitch left to finish the row. Then, just like all the other stitches in the Bliss Sampler blanket, you're going to just do a standard return pass where you're going to yarn over and pull through 1 for the last Tunisian stitch, and then yarn over and pull through 2 across. It's a little more difficult because those 3 are clumped together. So you just want to make sure that you're only pulling through 2 loops as you go across. And then once you get to the second row, so that's the end of the first row. And then once you get to the second row, all you're going to do is simple stitch each one of these loops of cross. And so the only tricky part is these yarn overs here in the middle of each one that you want to make sure you don't miss that. So you should be adding 3 simple stitches. The first vertical bar is pretty easy to see. Then the next one, you have to pull that up a little and make sure you get that yarn over. And then the third one for that star. So again, you're simple stitching each one, making sure you grab that yarn over that's a little harder to see, and then completing your row. Once you reach the end of this row, you're just going to start all over again and do your tiny star 3 simple stitches together. So once I finish the return pass on this row, you will start over again for row 3 and just start with your next row of stars. So you'll grab these 3 stitches and you can simple stitch them together to start your next row of stars. But that's it. That's all you need to do for the tiny star stitch.